Hey, welcome back to Dragon in the Afternoon, only on Styling Radio, your number one choice for automotive radio talk. And music, mainly music, you know.
Yeah, mainly music.
Yeah, mainly the music, man. You're here for the music, you just listen to us bitch for a while. But this is an interesting subject. And I'm almost half tempted because this girl actually does stuff with Girly Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Summer Richardson.
Okay.
NHRA top fuel dragster driver has been banned on a title sponsorship from OnlyFans.
I saw that.
Yeah. That is... Now, before we get into this, guys, I want to talk to you guys. I want to talk to you guys and girls for a second. NHRA pulled this bullshit with Street Outlaws. We're going to pull all your license. A majority of us didn't have an NHRA fucking license to begin with, so what the fuck did we care about?
Yeah.
So this girl that's busting her ass, okay, literally, and she's a good-looking girl.
Mm-hmm.
And at that age, flaunt it while you got it. She's not on there getting naked. They said Lizzie Musey was on there doing it. OnlyFans isn't all about naked girls. Hell, Justin Swanstrom has an OnlyFans. Doc Love has an OnlyFans. There's a lot of the Street Outlaw guys, and even Dennis Anderson has an OnlyFans.
Lizzie did have some nudity on hers.
Well, yeah, she did,
but that's her own prerogative.
But she was also raising money to build a new car. So I mean,
exactly.
You know what Lizzie did off camera, but whatever, right?
Exactly.
But this girl has not done any nudity. She has got a title sponsor from OnlyFans, and NHRA, in my opinion, is pulling a stunt to raise awareness to NHRA, because IHRA just sold, and IHRA is getting ready to do some major shit this year. So
that's good.
They have to punish this poor girl because it's not family values.
Yeah.
Well, what is family values nowadays, okay?
Yeah.
Because, hell, we just went through the scare about TikTok being shut down for 24 hours.
Yeah.
And there's nudity on TikTok. There's nudity on YouTube. You go to Facebook and there's a drive-by shooting. But heaven forbid we post up and something on styling and, is this made for children?
Yeah.
And this girl got fortunate enough. She is sponsored by Girly Girl, by the way. But we're not her title sponsor. But,
right.
Really super cool girl. I mean, she is just downright just a nice person.
Right.
And she's like, I don't know what to do for the 2025 season. I can't have my car at these events. So what is she going to do? Because they've already given her money.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's the most ridiculous thing. So the way I see it, NHRA is making a big deal about this to raise awareness and sell ticket sales. I mean, the one thing about NHRA, I'll tell you guys this, it's not the same as it was back in the 60s, okay? It's as bad as NASCAR, okay?
Oh, fuck.
And NASCAR has got an OnlyFans car.
Mm-hmm.
Pornhub, I researched this. Pornhub has a NASCAR and a NASCAR truck.
Yep.
So it's like, and I had this conversation with somebody over the weekend when this broke out yesterday. I'm just like, wow. And then I seen people say, well, why don't you ban OnlyFans than TikTok? It's like, if you're so worried about this shit, then just don't get on there.
Yeah. Well, and the whole wholesome thing is out the window nowadays.
Yeah.
Because come on, who were your teen idols 10 years ago? Taylor Swift.
Britney Spears is fucking naked, fucking
Britney
people.
Spears. God damn it. What's his name's daughter? Achy Breaky Heart.
Yeah, fucking Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus. They were all teen idols, and now they're all hoes.
Yeah.
But Taylor Swift, I'm sorry, that's her name to me. She writes a song about meeting a guy, and
then he breaks her heart and torments her.
Then he breaks her heart. Then she writes a song about how he's such a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
But then she writes a new song about the next guy. So she basically writes songs about being a hoe.
Oh, yeah.
How is that wholesome music for the kids to listen to?
Well, and the other thing is, and, we play Avril Lavigne, but there is one song we cannot, it was brought up we won't play it on Stylin', okay?
Mm-hmm.
And that's Hello Kitty. That's about turning her straight friend into a lesbian.
Yep.
Okay, there's going to be that music. Now, people, you're like, Izzy, you won't play that song, but you'll play The Millionaires and Fuck You, Lick My Pussy.
Exactly.
That's also played later on at night. But we should play that song. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But it was brought up in a meeting, and trust me, you people listen to this station 24 hours a day. We see the numbers.
Yep.
So you like what we play. We play uncut shit, okay? We play Fuck the Police to God knows what, right? To the Spanish version of Cypress Hill or, real Metallica songs,
Yep.
Where they're talking about go commit suicide. But there's certain things that, not saying that we would never play that song, but we don't give a shit about censorship. We're digital radio. We're not governed by the FCC. Not as of yet, But
exactly.
I feel when a sanctioning body cannot get money from OnlyFans, which NHRA has an OnlyFans account. That's what I find amazing about this.
Mm-hmm.
But then they have to punish this girl for it.
Yep.
Girls Gone Wild, Slick Chick. They had tons, they had NASCAR and drag cars. And trust me, with Slick Chick, I was there
Sorry.
for the whole thing.
Right.
Because I own the company.
Right.
The thing is, there was car shows that would book us to bring our models in for the bikini contest. And then there's others that wouldn't. But I'm going to tell you one company that reached out to us. And we did their bikini contest. They paid us and we put it on. And it was done tastefully. Was Carcraft, Street Machine Nationals.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking was speechless.
Mm.
They wanted us because now we have a name. But 2 years prior to that, they didn't give a fuck. They wouldn't even talk to us.
Right.
And trust me, they paid us good money. But the problem is, they think that it's going to go out there and there's going to be girls running around like Girls Gone Wild that are going to piss off the wives. And the wives are going to get upset because, I don't look as good as she does.
Right.
Girl, I don't give a shit if you're 300 pounds. You're beautiful.
Yep.
We don't discriminate against, anybody. It's the system that makes everybody like, oh, well, blah, 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 everybody's got this fucking thing that they're so sensitive nowadays, okay?
Yep.
And the thing is, people, I saw this thing. I watched Fluffy over the weekend, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And he was talking about pronouns. And, he got in a whole argument with a girl at McDonald's over pronouns. And he goes, oh, you want to play that game? Well, you used to think I'm fat, but I'm not fat. I'm unexercised.
Unexercised.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, it's been brought up to me several times. What's your pronouns? Excuse me?
You don't know what my pronouns are.
Yeah. One pronoun's fuck yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And one of the things that Fluffy talked about is mind your own business.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and back to this.
They say stay in your lane.
Yeah, and it's so crazy nowadays. It's like, you see this shit, and I didn't think that we would get to the age where we'd sound like our grandparents bitching, but man, this world's fucked up.
Don't we?
And I'm telling you, there is over 200 countries that listen to us. And we were talking about the TikTok thing, and this is something I wanted to sit there and touch on, not trying to be weirded out, ADD here, and jump the subject. They banned TikTok. It wasn't banned. They shut it down for 24 hours, okay?
Right.
But they were going to get banned, right? But you don't see all these other countries doing it. It's just like marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's legal in the United States in certain states. If they would have never made it illegal, 85% of you fuckers that smoke it wouldn't probably be smoking it because it would be still medical use.
Yep.
Now, I'm not saying marijuana doesn't help people, but you go to foreign countries, and there's a lot of you guys are all listening to us, and I know you can agree. People in the United States is like, what is he? This don't make any sense. Why would you be like this? If you go to foreign countries, they look at us and laugh.
Yep.
They're like, oh, big rich American, I got to buy a bigger TV and this, and this. And it's because that's just the way society is. And trust me, I have to have a 102-inch TV to play video games. I make enough fucking money in my life that I can afford that. Because we were talking about this, I don't know, several weeks ago. That, remember, we were just happy to have a 27-inch TV to play fucking Nintendo.
Back in the day.
We were balling, man. We got a 32-inch. Damn. And that bitch was heavy as shit.
I measured my wall, actually, Saturday. And I think I can put an 85 on my wall. My 75 is just almost door to door. But I think I can squeeze an 85 on there.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Foreign countries are like, you don't need to buy that TV. Why would you spend the money? Because I can.
Yep.
Because I need that much more fucking inch of space.
Well, in our living room, we don't have a couch or nothing. We have the big TV, a huge surround sound system, and then 3 recliners.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, where the fuck do you sit if you ain't got a couch?
We got the theater style.
Oh, theater style, yeah.
We got 3 recliners lined up. We got full surround sound. Then we got the big-ass TV. So,
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah.
Everybody's got
the 2 of us.
Everybody's got their own designated chair. And if a guest comes over, they get the chair or the dog gets the middle chair.
Yeah, they get the dog's chair, so.
Yeah. I've got a beautiful living room. Beautiful. And when I mean beautiful, my God, I'm not bragging. I know we just talked about this whole thing with foreign countries and bragging. But my fucking furniture costs 20 fucking grand. And you know who sits on it? My pugs.
Yep.
Now, I spend an hour at night. And I sit in there and I watch a TV show and I sit in there with the pugs because I don't allow the pugs on my bed. They can lay beside the bed. I don't want them on the bed. And then some people's like, well, Izzy, don't you want to snuggle with them, blah, blah. I don't want their hair on my blankets.
No.
So, like, me and the pugs have got this agreement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I will sit on the couch and snuggle with them and we'll watch some TV show. It ain't 90210, but the one is in the 90210 because when she hears Brandon's voice, she's in the bedroom and she just sits there and stares at the TV. So the other one, she don't give a fuck about that, But
whatever.
Yeah, Bella, man, she's in the 90210. She's like, I gotta sit here with Daddy and see what the hell the gang is up to now. Oh, what happened to Dylan?
My pit watches TV all the time.
Yeah, and it's amazing because, what's amazing to me is these 2 girls, I turned on the original MTV because, they have it on channel like 980 something. Mm-hmm. It's like MTV 4 or something, right? But it's basically the original MTV, but it's not old, it's new, right?
Right.
And if there's a rock band that comes on there, man, they get pissed. They do not like guys with long hair.
That's funny.
So,
the other day, I was watching YouTube on the TV, and there's this people that I watch. They have this donkey that loves squeaky toys.
Sure, so you were on YouTube and not Pornhub?
They give this donkey squeaky toys. It's funnier than shit. It's stupid as hell, but it's funny.
Yeah, but you get
people sending these fucking squeaky toys. They mail them to these people.
Oh, yeah.
And this donkey goes ape shit with these squeaky toys. So it came on the other day, and me and the old lady are sitting there watching it. The dog was laying in his chair sleeping. That donkey started squeaking that squeaky toy. I thought my dog was going to come unglued.
Oh, no shit. Yeah.
He jumped up. He's looking around for the toy, and he's like, looking at the TV, like, hey, that's my squeaky toy. It was funny. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Your dog does the same thing my pugs do. You know, if a dog barks, this, and this, right?
Oh, yeah.
But, I'm in a lot of these pug groups, and there's videos of dogs, and they're getting these pugs to say, I love you.
Oh, my dog does that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I took the phone over to the girls, and I'm like, hey, can you do this? And it's like, I love you. And, man, it pissed them off, whatever that dog was saying in real life to them. Dog's probably saying, fuck you.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, guys, so yeah, that's part of the news. There's more stuff to talk about. Make sure to tune in because we're not done, man. There's so much stuff, but that is just such a shame that girl can't run her car unless she. They went as far as telling her it can't even have the colors on it.
And they didn't have any law about that until she came out with that, right?
What's interesting is, besides cigarette and tobacco companies, right?
Right.
I don't
Which
really...
you saw advertise.
Yeah, because, the Skull Bandit and all that, but I don't think... Well, Smith & Wesson used to have a drag car.
Mm-hmm.
And, you haven't seen it in a while, but I think it might have been only a partial sponsorship deal, you know what I'm saying? But what's crazy is you see some of these cars, and it's like Monkey Joe's or Skydiving Unlimited or, It's like OnlyFans is kind of a big deal if you got a sponsorship and got it on your car.
Yeah.
Because
and
they got unlimited
they're
money.
not going to let her run the car and make her take it off. They should pay her what OnlyFans paid her so they can pay it back.
Well, and that's the other thing is, from what we know, she's spent part of her budget.
Right.
And OnlyFans doesn't know if they want the money back or not.
Right.
So that's a gray area, I mean, it's such a weird deal.
Exactly.
But I really feel they're doing a publicity stunt just like they did with, the no prep stuff. Because they really hated the King of Concrete and running the race backwards.
It wasn't this year. Was it last year? They had that NASCAR race. And what happened was this one guy, they got all these different races now. They don't just race and pick the winner, at the end of the race. They got all these 4 races during a race. You got to race and all this, these segments. Well, they were racing their little segments to get into the chase races at the end of the year.
Uh-huh.
Well, there was 3 spots left for the chase to get into that race. Well, this guy came down the track in the backside, decided he wasn't going to let off the gas at all. He was going to ride the fucking wall.
Oh, yeah, like the video game. Yep. And there's a big deal about that.
He rode that wall perfect. Got around everybody.
Well, what's crazy is he's not the first person to do that.
And there wasn't a rule for it, but now there is.
Yeah, but Dale Earnhardt
get away with it, but that was a rule.
Dale Earnhardt did that, and Richard Petty did it because, it was in the Days of Thunder movie.
Yep.
And this guy who did it, the one you're talking about, would do it in a NASCAR video game. He had There's no way he could win. He had nothing to lose, but he's like, fuck it, let me see if I can do it. That's what he said.
It worked in the video game.
Yeah, and he ended up winning. Well, they awarded him that, but then they put a rule against it.
Yeah, they made a rule against it from now on.
Yeah, so
but hey, it worked.
I mean, I understand their point. It's a safety issue.
Yeah.
Because if one guy's going to do it, imagine if you had 20 of them doing it.
Well, they interviewed him afterwards, and he said, would you do it? He said, oh, hell no. He said, it hurt. He said, you wouldn't think that wall was that rough. He said, that wall beat me to death.
But it's crazy he pulled that much speed off of that to go around everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, It's like Ricky Bobby said, man, if you ain't first, you're last. And,
Exactly.
you got to step up in there. And it's just like the whole thing, people, that's what I'm talking about. We've talked about TikTok.
Yep.
We know in America why Meta's pissed off. But they say, oh, no, we're not. Okay, that's fucking weird, There's a lot more people in America. And just talk to your friends. Just ask them. Hey, you still on Facebook? A lot of people aren't. No,
a lot of people got off of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on Instagram. Well, then they come out with Threads. Well, they lost people when they come out with Threads because people are confused.
Right.
Twitter turned into X, and a lot of people jump back on there. So,
right.
I wish we could all go back to the MySpace days.
I loved MySpace and Tumblr back in the day.
Oh, I know. Me and you have had these conversations before, man. Yeah. It's just like, how do we go from a customizable page to a white and blue page? And this is something that a lot of people don't know is with Facebook, a lot of posts are getting taken down back in the day, and people are like, well, what the fuck did I do wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Bobo and Jimmy over there is posting the same shit because they got tablets and they gave them to senior citizens in old folks' homes.
Yep.
To patrol Facebook.
Yep.
And that was their whole fucking job.
Yep.
And they got a little bit of income from that. A lot of people don't know about that deal. And that's a serious deal, So,
oh, yeah.
That's how they can patrol shit before a lot of their technology got a lot better,
Exactly.
So, but on that note, guys, we're getting back into the technology here. We're getting back into the music here on Stylin' in the Afternoon. That dragon ass session just for you folks. We'll be right back.